We are under an attack by the largest zombie invasion anyone has ever seen. Can we keep our families safe and build the most secure hospital house?
Chip, those zombies are gonna get us when the sun goes down!
We only have 20 minutes left until it does, so we better get building on our hospitals.
Quickly, let's go!
My hospital is gonna be built on this giant orange square. It's still pretty close to the zombie cave, so we have to be pretty careful. Luckily, we have all day to build this thing. There's no way 20 minutes can go that fast, although it's gone quick in the past before. We just have to make sure we're really careful and we build this super pro hospital really quickly. This is the pro hospital, of course. No way would I ever build a noob hospital. That's definitely your job, Milo.
What? I'm not building a noob hospital!
I think you are the one building the noob hospital, Milo. I'm building such a good hospital, it'll definitely be a pro one, and it will absolutely be strong enough to keep my family safe from these zombies. This hospital will be the best hospital in the world, and I'm so happy that my family gets to be here. And Milo, what are you doing?
I don't want the negativity!
Hey, are you building a wall to try and stop me from talking to you?
Yeah, I'm building a sad face!
Aw, that is a sad face. Well, I'm gonna build an angry face. The sad face now has crazy angry eyebrows, so it's really, really mad.
That looks like a freak one!
It looks like a transformer. Yeah, that's kind of funny. The first level of my hospital is going to be absolutely huge. It will also have big windows overlooking the zombie cave. These windows will be really strong though. Otherwise, we could be in some serious danger of the zombies breaking their way into the hospital. I don't want that, since this is where my family stays safe.
Yeah, my family's gonna be really safe in my hospital too, because I'm gonna keep them really protected.
Really? Oh, that is amazing, Milo. I'm also gonna keep my family so protected in here. I'm not just gonna build walls. We also need to build really secure traps and defenses against these zombies. Otherwise, our families are in a lot of danger. Are you sure your traps and your defenses are gonna be good enough to protect them?
Yeah, I've been learning some really good traps lately, and I'm gonna test them out today.
Oh, that's amazing, Milo. I'm so excited to see what you make. Luckily, we are building hospitals and not some other building. Living in a hospital is great because if you ever break your bones or fall off a ladder, you can totally go to the hospital and get healed right up. We have so much healing technology and we can use it to defend ourselves against the zombies. This way we have a bunch of health and we're not in any danger from these zombies at all.
Yeah, remember the time when I broke my beak?
Yeah, I do remember that. It was so funny. You couldn't talk and nobody could understand you. I thought you were trying to say pop pop fiddle, but you were definitely trying to say take me to the hospital.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was saying, and it wasn't funny, alright?
It was a little bit funny, Milo. You gotta admit, even the doctor started laughing. You were squawking the whole time he was trying to put your beak back.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna have mean doctors like that at my place.
That's a good idea, Milo. I'm also not gonna have any mean doctors. I'm only gonna have the nicest doctors ever. Every single doctor at my hospital will treat my family with so much respect. A pro hospital can only hire pro doctors, so everybody working here will be a real professional.
Yeah, and maybe they'll make pancakes.
Yeah, maybe they'll make pancakes too. I think there's more important things for a doctor to do than make pancakes though, Milo. Are you building a hospital or an IHOP?
I thought that was the same thing.
What? Milo, an IHOP and a hospital are two totally different places. You go to an IHOP when you want pancakes, and you go to a hospital when you break your bones.
But they're spelled the same.
No, they're not, Milo. Wait a minute. Milo, are you writing IHOP on the side of your hospital?
Yeah, that's the name of my hospital.
Milo, you can't name a hospital IHOP. Everybody will get confused. If you tell your family to head to the hospital and they see an IHOP, they're gonna run away because they think that's just for pancakes.
I know I'm right and that you're wrong.
Oh my goodness, Milo, I really don't think this will go well. I really hope you realize that before it is too late and your family is in a lot of danger.
No, there's no danger except for your stinky brain.
Milo, if my brain is so stinky, then why do all the zombies want it so bad? And my family's brains too.
Well, I guess that's a really good point, but we're not gonna have any stinky brains or zombies in my hospital, I hope.
Really? Are you gonna stop them from getting inside your hospital?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick them like a ninja.
Are you sure, Milo? You have to build more defenses than that. If you have to fight every zombie at your entrance one by one, you're never gonna be able to save your family. What if you need to go to sleep at nighttime when the zombies attack?
Well, a worry warrior never sleeps, bozo.
Milo, you're not a warrior, you're a worrywart. You're always so scared about things. I'm surprised you're not totally terrified about these zombies.
But if I get too scared, I get the shakes, and then I won't be able to bend my IHOPPIDO.
Really, Milo? When I get too scared, I get hiccups. It's pretty crazy, and I can never even speak. I sure hope I don't get them today. Luckily, I'm a really brave guy, so I almost never get scared enough.
Well, good for you. Isn't Chip just the best guy ever?
Hey, that's exactly what I've been saying. I'm so glad you agree, Milo.
Whatever. I just want to get back to building my amazing and beautiful hospital.
I thought it was an IHOPPITAL.
Yeah, it's for things.
True, my hospital is also going to be two things. It is going to be a very good healing center, and it will also be a crazy defense against these zombies. I'm even adding a second story, but that's not the only level I'm adding. My hospital will have 3 floors. That is 3 times the height of a normal hospital. It will be so tall that the zombies will barely be able to reach up to the 3rd floor. It will mean that me and my family are so safe the higher we go. The ground floor will be mostly a distraction to stop the zombies from trying to get in. If they think that this whole hospital is fake and there are no people inside, they might not even try to attack us. That's the best option, but if they realize we are in here, we need proper defenses to protect ourselves. That's why on the 2nd and 3rd levels, I will make even crazier defenses. I really hope the zombies don't manage to find some sort of crazy medicine in these hospitals that makes them stronger. What if they manage to find crutches and they use them to climb extra high over the walls?
That sounds like a really bad thing, and I hope that doesn't happen.
Me too, Milo. I really hope it doesn't happen. Luckily, everything inside my hospital will be very secure. There's no way that a zombie could even come inside to steal anything in the first place. No way would I ever let that happen. I am way too safe about these sorts of things.
Yeah, and me too. I'm actually being really safe today as well.
Really? Milo, what safety measures are you taking for your hospital?
Well, I've already decided that I'm gonna put a bunch of lava outside.
Milo, lava might be pretty helpful, but what are you building your hospital out of right now?
Well, I'm using lots of different materials so that it confuses the zombies.
Milo, you're using bamboo, warts, ice, dirt, wool, and concrete. That's crazy.
Well, it's my good recipe, alright? This is Milo's hospital. I don't want none of your business over here.
Oh, Milo, I really hope it works. If the zombies break into your noob hospital and steal all your equipment, they could use it to attack my hospital even more ferociously. That would put me and my entire family in a lot of danger when the sun goes down.
Well, you're not gonna have to worry because we're only gonna have very basic equipment here, so just in case the zombies do get in, that's not too bad.
Oh, I guess that's actually really nice of you, Milo. Thanks for thinking about my family like that, but wait a minute. If you don't have good equipment inside your hospital, how are you gonna heal anybody who's sick?
With a lot of good vibes.
Good vibes? Milo, that's not a hospital. That's a fun center.
What? That's pretty much what a hospital is anyway.
No way, Milo. Hospitals are not meant to be fun. Hospitals are pretty scary. That's why I'm not a big fan of them. But I will build one to protect my family. That is why on the insides of this place, I need to actually start making the rooms. The first room I definitely need to make is a big waiting area. This is where the patients will come in the hospital. And it's also where the zombies will enter from. Zombies are not the smartest creatures, so if they see a waiting area and a sign telling them to wait, they might forget about my family inside and just decide to wait in the front section. That would be perfect. If every zombie forgets that my family is hiding in this secure hospital, they won't attack us. I really hope this works. To make sure it does, we have to build this waiting area really well. That includes stacking all this concrete up to the ceiling like that. We also have to make sure we add in some nice lighting. Hospitals are very bright, so we have to make sure we do exactly that. Let's add these amazing ochre frog lights going all the way to the back. Frog light is a pretty crazy name, but they're actually a really cool lighting source. Now I need to place polished diorite slabs right next to all of these lights. This makes it look like a real light source hanging off the roof. Otherwise, they're way too blocky and it looks really silly. That won't be enough to convince the zombies, no way. Only by adding these extra slabs into here do we make sure this is super good and definitely good enough to convince the zombies. Are you building a waiting area inside your hospital, Milo?
Yeah, now that you reminded me, I definitely am.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it looks like as well.
Wait a minute, Milo, if you're building it right now, shouldn't you already know what it looks like?
Well, I'm just using my crazy imagination, so I guess we'll find out later.
Wait a minute, Milo, what are you building right now?
Well, it's just a really good hospital. Why do you keep forgetting?
Milo, you just keep building more and more bamboo. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Yeah, bamboo is awesome. It's one of my favorite blocks, actually.
It does look pretty cool, but I don't know if it will be enough to protect you from these zombies. I'm making a super convincing waiting room just to make sure these zombies are tricked.
Well, these zombies are gonna be really stupid.
Wait a minute, Milo, did you just say zombies?
Yeah, I decided to call them zombies because it's really funny. Hey, zombies!
Milo, don't talk to the zombies, especially not if you're gonna call them that. It might make them come out early to try and attack us, although I think we should be okay. The sun is still pretty high in the sky, so the zombies will not want to attack us just yet. If they tried, they would totally burn up. That gives us plenty of time to build more parts of this hospital. Here, I'm going to build some actual patient rooms. We need to make sure each of the patient gets a lot of space. Every patient will also get their very own room here, so we've got to make sure we do that as well. I think this is a pretty good size for each of these rooms to be. Let's make sure we build it equally in both directions. That way, no patient ever has to miss out on anything. We'll add a little divider in the middle of this room to separate the two patients. This way, we really save on space. The patients in my hospital will mostly be my family, but if we find any survivors from the zombie attack, my hospital will take them in. It's just a really good way to take care of our whole community and make sure nobody is left behind in these vicious zombie attacks. We also definitely need to decorate the insides of the patient rooms, of course. We wouldn't want to leave them totally empty. In every patient room, we will have a waiting chair for their family, who a lot of the time in this hospital will be me. I can wait for my wife and my kid if they're in the hospital. I'll also add an orange waiting chair on this side, and the doctor will also definitely need their own chair. The doctors will get each of their own chairs in each of their own rooms. Let's make sure we add these waiting areas to both sides of this hospital. Okay, this is looking pretty good actually. I'm really happy with it so far. One thing that we cannot forget though is the hospital beds. Okay, each room will have their own hospital bed right here, I think. That's pretty good. We also need to make sure we add IV bags beside each hospital bed. This way, whoever's staying in them will be really safe, and they can have all their fluids supplied to them so they don't get sick. You can also attach anything to these stands. That makes it really easy to fix these patients' broken bones. On this side of the hospital though, we will have something very important. I actually need to smash this window in order to make it. That sounds pretty crazy, but it's gonna make sense in just a second. What I'm going to build inside here is going to be a big ambulance bay. This ambulance bay means that we can take our ambulance and drive it anywhere we need to. It will mean everybody in this hospital is safe and everybody around us is safe. Our ambulance will rescue anybody that needs saving from these zombies, and it will especially rescue my family if they need saving too.
Well, Chip, I'm gonna have a wambulance.
A wambulance? What's a wambulance, Milo?
Well, it's an ambulance that goes wee-wah, wee-wah.
Milo, that's what every ambulance does. Do you think that ambulances make some kind of other noise other than wee-woo wee-woo?
No, but my ambulance is called the wambulance because that's what I want to call it.
Okay, I guess that makes sense, but how are the patients going to know that they can go inside the ambulance when they're hurt?
Because I'll stand at the front while it's driving and I'll scream, wambulance!
Wait, how are you gonna stand at the front if you're also driving the wambulance?
Well, I'll get someone else to drive it, like my baby.
Milo, you can't let your baby drive an ambulance. That's a terrible idea.
What? Why not?
Oh, Milo, babies can't drive. I thought you knew that already.
Well, not until I teach him.
Milo, you can't teach a baby to drive until they're old enough to drive. That's like the #1 rule of driving. No babies.
Well, I don't know about all these rules.
They're there to keep you safe and the patient safe as well. Are you really sure you want to let your baby be driving if you have to take care of your sick wife?
Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll rethink my idea.
I think that's for the best, Milo. I don't want anybody in your family getting sick. They're my friends too. I need to make sure everybody is safe. That's what a real pro doctor would do. I'm gonna need to build the ambulance right here. I don't want to add too many because this also needs to be a staircase zone to get to level 2. We'll need to build the underside of the ambulance using smooth quartz slabs. This is looking pretty good so far. I'm really excited about it. I will move this block a little bit further backwards though. Yep, this is looking really good. Let's also add some extra quartz slabs on the back here. Now for our ambulance, we need to build a couple extra slabs upwards. This is important. This this is the driving section of the ambulance that actually goes forward. Then behind the driving section, we will need to add the actual window. All right, I think that looks pretty good. It needs to be very dark. That way, if we are driving through a zombie-infested zone, which we probably will if we are going to be saving people that get injured in a zombie attack, we need to make sure the zombies can't see us. We also need to make sure that this ambulance goes really high. What if somebody super tall is sick? Or if my kid grows up and is way taller than I am? We need to be able to save them as well. Nobody should be left behind in our ambulance. I'll also push this red symbol all the way back. There we go. Now everybody knows that this is an ambulance and they can totally trust it to take care of them when they are sick. Let's also add some frames to the wheels of this ambulance. That way it really does look like an actual drivable vehicle. I really hope we don't actually have to use this thing. I hope that nobody gets sick at all and we can stay totally safe from these zombies. Speaking of staying safe from these zombies, we need to build up and build a second level of this hospital. I'll have to break a couple light blocks to do it, but that's just part of the price you pay for safety. Okay, this is looking pretty good, but wait a second. Milo, the sun, it's going down.
What? Already?
Yeah, Milo, look, it's almost setting over the ocean. We don't have a lot more time.
I really have not gotten very far in my hospital build. I need more time.
So do I, Milo, but the only way we're gonna get more time is if we build quickly. And if we stop doing silly things like this, I'm gonna remove the weird Spider-Man warden statue that you made.
Well, I didn't make it. You made most of it.
True. Sorry about that, Milo. I'm gonna stop being silly from now on. We need to be really serious if we want to survive this zombie attack.
Yeah, I'm a really serious guy from here on out.
Okay, Milo, I'm excited to see. I really want to get started on my second level, but Milo, I've just realized if this sun is going down this quick, I still don't have any defenses. I'm gonna need a bunch more by the time the zombies get here, and if they come early, oh boy, I do not want to be underprepared. I'm gonna place these final few concrete blocks, but before I build the walls of level 2, I definitely am going to need to build some traps around this area, but what traps could I possibly add? I think the first trap definitely needs to be something TNT related. I'll need to put a bunch on the outside of my hospital. This is pretty risky. Putting TNT this close to where my family will ultimately be staying is pretty scary, but it's what I have to do. I'm also putting it around the ambulance area. This area I have to be especially careful of. It's so close to the level 2 staircase and there's actually no door so the ambulance can get out. That's why I'll need to add more TNTs on these sides. This way, if the zombies try and sneak around the side really tightly to the wall, they'll step on the TNTs and they'll go kaboom. That's perfect. I don't want anybody else to be blown up by these traps other than the zombies. The zombies are who we're really fighting against. Hey look, there's a cat. Uh-oh, I think we need to make sure this cat stays away and does not trigger any of these TNT traps. That means we're gonna need to spawn in a wolf. Or not just any wolf, we'll have to spawn in a couple. Alright, kitty, if you want to stay, she's pushing the wolf. This is a pretty adventurous kitty. Wow, okay. That means I just have to spawn more until this cat gets way too scared. Otherwise, we could have a catastrophe on our hands. And I'm gonna do everything I can to avoid something bad happening here. Dogs also are the enemies of zombies. So hopefully zombies will be just as scared of these wolves as the cat was. Although, wait a minute, these puppies aren't that scary. They're actually really cute. I better tame these puppies and make sure they can grow up really quick before they stay cute forever and even make the zombies want to come here more. A hospital with puppies is the coolest idea ever, but these puppies are for defending us, not for making more people want to come here. Nobody should want to come to this hospital unless you have no other choice, just like me and my family does, because it's where we need to be protected. Maybe this hospital can even be a vet as well. That way, if any of our guard dogs get sick, we can treat them right here at home. I think that's a really good idea, and it means we have an excuse to keep all cute animals around our hospital, but not too cute though, otherwise they would definitely attract zombies. Now that I've gotten all of these wolves tamed and into a very, very good position, I need to add down our pressure plates. Oh goodness, I sure hope none of these blow up. If they do, it could cause a chain reaction that destroys the entire hospital. That would be a massive disaster. I don't want that to happen, so I need to put pressure plates on top of every single one of these. Okay, these TNT traps are looking really, really good, but we still need to do more. Around the hospital, I need to add bear traps and oh no, the poor puppy. Oh, let me break this one and we can push the puppy outside of it. No, stop walking into the bear traps. Oh goodness, this dog is not very smart. By adding the bear traps all the way around the hospital, as that puppy just proved, these will totally entangle anything that walks into them, especially zombies. Zombies are very, very fragile. They're very, very old, and they're getting close to turning into bones. So these bear traps are perfect to take them down. They grab onto the zombies' legs and they stop the zombies from moving. This is very, very handy to have all the way around our hospital. We can also have a bunch around the front entrance because they will not hurt my family. At least I don't think. Hopefully my family is smart enough to know not to step on them. But if my family isn't, we could be in a lot of trouble. I think this is pretty good. Now we can get started on the next set of defenses, which I am very, very excited to add. Before we build the next defense though, we are going to need to add some fences here. This is to stop the next defense from wandering out. It really likes to try and escape from places, and this hospital is no different. So by adding these fences, we help keep it nicely inside. For our next defense, we will have a nice iron golem, but this will not be the only golem in this hospital, and uh-oh, that iron golem was taking some pretty serious damage for a second. We cannot let our iron golems keep getting hurt like this. That would be really, really bad for this hospital. Let's also make more doors that only people can walk through. People and zombies, I guess. I wish the zombies couldn't walk through these places, but we have no choice. Because zombies used to be people, they actually are the same size as them, so anything we can fit through, the zombies can fit through as well. That is why we need to add defenses to every part of this hospital, not just the beginning. And we won't just have iron golems. We also need to have every different kind of golem we possibly can, just like golden golems as well as diamond golems too. Oh, this diamond golem is about to be so awesome. Whoa, that's amazing! He totally fits in with the other golems, and these guys can totally man the front section. I wonder if a glass golem could work here. It could be really, really sneaky. It's made of glass, so it is crystal clear, and the zombies might not even see it while they walk down this hallway. This could be very, very cool. Inside the patient rooms, we need to have cool golems as well. I think an amethyst golem would be perfect. Whoa, look at those crystals! And I think in this patient room, we can also grab a glowstone golem. This guy's probably gonna light up so brightly and will fit in really well with the hospital room. Whoa, he really does glow brightly. That is awesome. We need to add one more golem inside this ambulance section. Maybe we can make a golem out of the same material as the floor. He might be able to blend in, and whoa, he totally does. Especially if you look at him from a top angle, he is really hard to spot. I think we also can make some using the other colors of concrete inside this area. We have a white concrete golem and a red concrete golem. This is pretty cool. They blend in really well with this spot, and you can barely tell there are even any golems here. I'm also definitely gonna add in some tripwire hooks. These look pretty normal, but they will link all the way back up to a dispenser hidden at the back of this hallway. This dispenser will be filled with a bunch of arrows that will then shoot out at whatever is here. Wait a minute, that cracked the glass golem. Oh no, he is really, really fragile. We need to use glass to heal him. Whoa, that is way better. Perfect. Now the glass golem is a lot safer, but that just means this is not the right area to place this trap in. We need to pick all this up and move it over into a different section. That way he is not in any danger. Maybe we can place all these tripwires at the very start. Yeah, that's a great idea. Now we can also add in the tripwire hooks. These tripwire hooks also block off the mouths of these dispensers. It makes it seem like they're not even dispensers, and they could just be a different block like a furnace or something. That's actually pretty tricky. I really like that plan. It'll definitely help make sure we get a lot more zombies in this section, that's for sure. Alright, I think this is the final level of string we need to place, although wait a second, there's one more here. Let's just break that front dispenser. I don't want these zombies stealing any of the arrows. Wait a second, when did the sun get that low? This is bad. Milo, are you seeing the sky right now?
I sure am, and it's not making me feel real good.
Milo, what have you built so far?
Well, do you want to come see?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I found the iHopital.
Yeah, that's the name of my hospital. Now, this is the reception desk.
Milo, why is the desk made out of ice? Isn't this in danger of melting?
Yeah, but it's really clean and it's really cold, which is good for hospitals, apparently.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. And these paintings, Milo, they're a little terrifying.
Why?
Because, Milo, this is a hospital. It's where sick people go. You can't have flames and skeletons and bones as well as spiders painted here.
Yeah, but I think these pictures are really funny, so maybe everyone else will laugh at them too.
No way, people won't find these funny. They'll find them really scary, especially the skulls.
Well, I don't want to hear your criticism, thank you very much. Do you want to see my hospital or not?
Okay, Milo, let's see more of your hospital.
Well, this is the upstairs room where we have the hospital bed.
Milo, the floor is dirt. I thought you said this was a clean hospital.
Well, this is clean dirt, and it's really yummy.
Milo, there's no such thing as clean dirt. And wait a minute, did you just say the floor is yummy?
No, moving on, we have a kitchen here.
Milo, okay, this kitchen doesn't look too bad. What are people meant to cook here?
Just really yummy things. Pretty much birdseed, which is what I'm keeping right here.
Whoa, that is a lot of bird seeds. Shouldn't you be keeping medical equipment here, Milo, rather than just bird seeds?
Whoa, I really didn't think about medical equipment.
And wait a minute, that's not the only equipment you need to put in this thing. Do you have any defenses against the zombies to keep your family safe?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to put defenses in.
Milo, is there defenses in this room? I really hope so.
There's pretty much nothing in this room.
Milo, this is the nurse's office. Why is there nothing inside?
Because there's no nurse.
Oh, Milo, do you have a completely empty hospital?
I didn't think this through, Chip. Now I'm really scared.
Milo, you do not have a lot of time to fill your hospital with nurses and defenses before the zombies attack, and we have to keep our family safe.
Okay, Chip, I'll be really quick.
Okay, Milo, I trust you to do a good job. We both want to protect our families, so I know you'll do the right thing. We need to build up these walls quickly and add windows before the sun continues setting. Come on, we have to go super speed. Whew. Okay, that was pretty tough, but we managed to do it. There's still so much more we need to build, like a giant hospital maze. This maze will look exactly like a bunch of patient rooms, but it will secretly be designed to be very confusing. This means that any zombie that does manage to make it up will have a really hard time getting all the way through. The maze will also be clear, and that will make it so much harder to see where you're going. It's a really, really genius design idea, and I think it will really help us, especially against zombies that can't see very well and are pretty silly. We also have to make sure that the patient rooms are separate from that really big staircase drop, otherwise people could fall down. I don't want my wife or my kid to fall down into the zombies. That would be terrible. I do want them to be safe inside here though, so I have to make sure I build this properly. This is looking pretty alright, but I know I can do better. I have to do better to save my family. Okay, now that I've built up this entire room really, really well to save my family, we need to add in the actual hospital equipment in every single part. Otherwise, it will not look convincing at all. We need to remember what design we used for these hospital beds before. If we don't do it properly, it won't look like a real hospital, and the zombies won't get too confused. Whoa, Milo, your cobwebs are also looking really good. I really like your ideas, and I think you need to keep making them.
Yeah, I'm trying to rush really fast so I can get this done.
Great idea, Milo. Just make sure that when you rush, you don't go too fast. That could lead to some really, really bad mistakes, and it could put everybody in a lot of danger.
Don't worry, Chip. A guy like me does not make mistakes.
Milo, didn't you forget to add a nurse, or any staff, or any defenses to your hospital?
Yeah, but that wasn't really a mistake. That was just a learning situation.
Okay, as long as you're learning not to do it again, I guess that's alright. Just make sure that from now on, you are very careful to keep your family safe by building your hospital properly. Otherwise, things could go really, really bad.
Yeah, I'm building it properly now, like promised.
Okay, I trust you, Milo. I'm really happy to hear it's going better. I'm also gonna add a double patient room. This way, if twins get hurt, they can both come in here at the same time. They will also get equal decorations on each side of this room. This is perfect. Now, I really need to fill the rest of these rooms. This looks very much like a hospital though, which I am very happy about. Hopefully, this will be enough to confuse the zombies. It would even be enough to confuse me if it wasn't a crazy maze. I'm pretty good at spotting these sorts of things, so I would definitely figure it out. But if I was as slow as a zombie, I don't know that I would. This is perfect. We need to add one final room to this hospital right here. Okay, this is good. I should also move this bed over here. Perfect. Now, the patient hospital room is complete. This is good, but we need more. And by more, I mean lots and lots of traps. It is very important that we cover every single part of this hospital with traps, including this level. It can't just be a random maze with no obstacles, otherwise no zombies would die inside. This third floor will have to be the final level. We don't have time to build anything else before the sun goes down. We've got to build this really quickly, and inside, I think we can make some sort of family room. That will be very important to keep our family safe from these zombies. We can all stay together as a family on level 3. It will be our safe hideout, and if this gets overrun by zombies, we may not have anywhere else to go. That is, unless I can think of some other last resort to build, but I'm not too sure what that could be. Hopefully the inspiration for that strikes before these zombies do. Inside this family room, I will need to build one big room for each member of my family. I will take this room in the middle. That way I can protect my wife and I can protect my kid. I need to be able to protect everybody from these zombies. I will leave nobody behind. Every single room will also get a big storage chest just like this. And we will also have our own little hospital bag. This way, if we get sick, we don't need to go downstairs into the main hospital. We can stay up here and be safe in our very own one. We also need to make sure this hospital area is really nice. Otherwise, my family won't want to stay in here. I will also turn my baby's bed into a big double-sized cradle. This will be really cool, and I know my baby will totally love it. In my room in the middle, I'll also add a big desk, but I think I'm only gonna have a flower pot. I don't want to have to take care of a flower. My baby, on the other hand, I will give him so many flower pots. He'll have all the flowers he wants. It'll smell really nice in here, and I think that's really healthy for a baby. My baby also will be able to read a bunch of books. This way, my baby can grow up to become super duper smart. I also need books, but I read a little bit less than my baby does, so I only will need 6 bookshelves. My wife loves to read though. She reads all the time, so I'm gonna need to build a huge bookshelf in here for her. Perfect, I hope she enjoys that one. I'm also gonna place some concrete all the way across here. This way the rooms are nice and divided. Okay, I'm also gonna need to place some concrete in between me and the baby, although I will place 2 acacia trapdoors just like this. This way I'll be able to hear the baby, and if any zombies try and sneak into my baby's room, we can stop them before they even have a chance to do any damage. I also will definitely add some stained glass panes all the way around here. This way it makes it clear that it is its own separated room, just like this. I'll even give myself and my wife one too. We all deserve our own privacy in this super secure hospital house. If we're gonna make sure we survive, we deserve to survive happy. I'm also gonna put the carpet all the way along here. It can stick right out to the end, just like this. Perfect. Let's also fill it in. I don't want to miss a single spot. I would never do my family dirty like that. That would be really mean. Let's also make sure we add a bunch of carpets going all the way back here. Perfect. My carpet's a little thinner, but that's okay. I don't need much. As long as I have the space I need to take care of my family and protect them from these zombies, I'm gonna be totally happy. Okay, perfect. These carpets look awesome. My baby's also gonna really love the carpet because it's such a safe space to play on. We do need to add some paintings to this room though, and whoa, that's my favorite one. I can't believe I got it. That's my wife's favorite painting too, but we should probably add more. I think this one's really good. We'll move it a little bit over to the left though. Whoa, my wife would not like a skull painting. One person who would like a skull painting though is my baby. He can be pretty crazy and he likes the most dangerous paintings, but wait a minute, this looks like the drawing my baby put on the fridge. Whoa, that's perfect. Let's totally keep that drawing. My baby does also like creepy paintings though, so we'll give him a fighting painting as well as a skeleton. Yep, this is looking really good. Over here we'll also put the biggest fighting painting of all. My baby will absolutely love that. We can even add the same fighting painting to every single hallway at the end of everybody's beds. This way we all remember never to let our guard down and never to become too comfortable, or else the zombies would totally get inside. Uh-oh, I just broke that glass. Maybe I need to chill out a little. I definitely need to build an automatic armor dispenser. I'll build it right over here. We'll need to put 2 dispensers on either side for this to work. Perfect. Now we need a pressure plate in the middle, and we just need to fill each of these dispensers with this bad armor. The bad actually doesn't mean bad. It stands for brilliant, awesome defense armor. This will keep us so safe from the zombies, and there's enough for everyone in my family to have some. We also will put some shulker boxes underneath this painting. Inside we can add netherite swords. These are very important because we will use them to defend ourselves from the zombies too. In my room we will also have more shulker boxes, except these ones will be full of golden apples. This is very important because golden apples are the best healing item in the entire world. Now that we've built up this entire area really well, we need to build up this area to be a little more dangerous. Let's add some spikes in the hallways of this super cool patient room maze. It makes it look a little bit less like a hospital, but that's okay. This is important because it means the zombies will not be able to easily get through. Okay, this is pretty good, and we've added lots to every single room. Now I need to build a way to save Milo and his family if we need to, and I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do with it. Inside of this ambulance, we're not just gonna have it sit here. No way, that would be really, really boring. Instead, we are going to place down a control panel. This is going to be a pretty cool design because it will allow us to actually steer the ambulance. There's a little more we have to do first though, like putting in a proper windshield. This way we can see really, really well. We'll even need to put in some windows at the back of this ambulance so we can see out the back. I will also add a door to the side of this ambulance. That way, nobody will ever fall out the side, and we can even get in. Now, I also need to place a seat right here. This way we can sit and control the ambulance at the same time. I'm gonna have to take off these item frames. It is not safe to drive around with item frames on your wheels. No way. The final thing I will have to do to this ambulance is I need to super glue it all together, including these little mirror windows. Perfect. I'm also gonna have to connect it right up to the front here, which is not gonna be too easy, especially with all the different parts I have. Okay, the ambulance is now activated and it will now work as a real vehicle. I just hope I can drive it over to Milo's hospital in time. What is it, Milo? Oh no, the sky's totally black now, and uh-oh, I think I know what you might be screaming about.
The zombies are all here! Oh my gosh!
Oh no, Milo, they're starting to see us. This is bad, Milo. I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, Chip, what do we do?
We need to get inside now. Our family should be up there already, but we need to make sure they stay super safe. All right, zombies, you are not getting anywhere near my family in my hospital. My army of defenses will take you down. Come on, iron golems, don't let them get through the doors. And my puppies need to be unleashed against these zombies right now. Okay, hopefully this should work, but oh no, one of the TNTs just got set off. This could be bad. Oh goodness, the TNTs are starting a chain reaction. Hopefully it does not go any further. The iron golems are holding them off pretty well, but Milo, how are you doing?
Not good! They're at my door and they're trying to punch me!
Oh no, I need to come and save you, Milo. Don't worry. I have a couple pieces of equipment on my very top level. I need to equip myself with everything I need to come and save you. But first, I need to make my way around this spike maze.
Chip, they just broke down my door!
Oh no, this is bad. I'm getting hurt by my own spikes. Milo, hold them off as long as you can.
Oh no, they're coming up the stairs! Get away from me, zombies!
Okay, my family is safe up here. I need to equip the armor. Whoa, that was crazy. The armor is so powerful, it made an explosion noise just by being equipped. Okay, I should have everything I need. Milo, I'm not gonna go down the normal way. I'm going to break out a window. Luckily, I do live in a hospital, so I should be fine, and ouch, that actually did a lot of damage. Milo, I'm gonna come towards you.
Please be quick, Chip, there's not a lot of time!
I need to make my way into my very own garage. All right, it is time to pilot this ambulance. Don't worry, Milo, I'm coming. First, I do need to destroy this wall a little bit. It won't be able to drive out of here in time.
Chip, I'm really having a hard time! Ah, my family!
Okay, I'm coming. Ow, wait a minute. I drove through a wall. This is bad. Luckily, I managed to get back inside. Don't worry, Milo, I'm coming.
Ah, my poor family!
Don't worry, I'm running over the zombies in my ambulance.
Chip, please stop. We need to get in.
All right, Milo, I'll park somewhere on the other side. You'll need to come around here. It is not safe just yet. And oh no, I drove the ambulance through a cliff.
What the? This is too crazy for me.
Okay, Milo, we need to all get inside here. Come on, quick.
Okay, I'm getting inside. Where's the door?
On the other side, Milo.
Okay, I'm running around and I'm inside, but where's my family?
Don't worry, Milo. I'm sure they will have made it safely out. All right, that should be a good parking spot. Okay, Milo, I can't believe I crashed the ambulance. We've got to get up here quickly. The zombies are gonna try and follow.
Quickly! Let the golems get them all!
Yeah, I think they will, but Milo, there are so many zombies coming. We've got to get up here and check if our families are upstairs.
If my family isn't upstairs, I'm gonna freak out!
I'm sure they will be. We just have to make our way through this maze, but I don't know if we have time. Come on, I'm just gonna break through these walls. It's the only way to get to our families in time.
Yeah, your spikes are really hurting me!
Sorry, Milo, I didn't mean to hurt you, and look, our families are here. They are all safe in the room, and there's even a puppy here with us.
Hooray! Everyone's alive! Guys, that zombie apocalypse was really scary, but we really